if you're either a casual player or a pro player. I'm sure you've seen the new desert map and wondered where the best loot is. Well, this video is for you guys to get that edge on your enemy and get some nice chicken dinners. Let's get to it. Got him, boy! Get! Hey, Johnson Gents, Quawiz here, bringing you gaming with a zesty twist, and I'm just going to jump into the first location. So coming in at number 5 is Picado, and this place has insanely good loot, military grade loot all around. There's tons of places to loot. It's also really central to the map, so you can move into zone and you'll most likely get the first circle on top of you. But it has a huge drawback of having absolutely a ton of people going to it. People call this the new Pachinki, so you're probably going to have to fight at least 2 to 3 other squads, if not more, if not less. If you're solo, you're going to be fighting at least about 10 other people. And it's for that reason why I put this in at number 5, because you'll get kitted, but you'll also need to come out on top. So let's just go into where I like to loot in Picado to show you where to go and how to get that really great loot. So the first place I like to hit up is the boxing ring. It's super big, and if you come out on top there, you'll be pretty kitted. And then I like to move around the east side and go to the big casino. That is also really open. Easy to loot, quick to loot, and if you see anyone there, you should be able to, if you can kill them, you'll be pretty looted from them. Or if you've just got lucky in the whole town yourself, just loot up the casino. It's a really good place. It's the second best place in the whole entire town. Really easy to loot. And at the last case, I'd move over to the casino apartments, which they have a ton of storage. So it takes a little bit longer to loot, but it also has a lot of loot. So there would be my last option, but also really good. And then that's my loot route. I'd go from boxing ring to the casino to the actual casino apartments. There's not a lot I can say about the looting route here, as a lot of it's indoors obviously, and you'll probably get into a bit of fight, so you'll be held up a lot of the time. But if you can move on to the next place for looting, then by all means go for it. But I hope this overview of the map and the whole city itself has given you an idea of where you need to go to get that awesome loot, and let's just move on to the next one. So coming in at number 4 is the North Mining Facility of Impala, and the reason I love this place is just because it's so unpopular. I barely ever have anyone here, and if it is, it's always like one other person. Everyone loves to go to Impala, the big town nearby, but they just skip out on this mining facility. It's also great for looting up real quick and then moving over to Impala to catch off anyone who is looting inside that city real quick. So if you want to fight, it's still great for that, but it's also really great if you just want to loot up and then leave and get out of there. So let's just have a quick look at the looting route I like to take when looting the facility. So getting an overview of North Impala, the first thing you should do is prioritize the ground floor of these railings. Along the bottom, it's completely open and really quick and easy to loot. Next, you can move up onto the railings and loot on top of the silos. From there, you can move north into the factory buildings, which contain a lot of loot, and work your way around clockwise. From there, you can figure out if you want to move into Impala, fight some people or loot up even more, or just head out and get into the position of the circle. Alright, let's move on to the next location. So coming in at number 3 is the water treatment plant. Now, after doing a ton of research around the new desert map, going to pretty much every single big city there was to find the best locations, I found this really good location, but then fellow YouTuber Wacky Jackie made a video fully dedicated to showing you a looting route and how to loot it perfectly. So what I'm going to do is just give him some credit, because I don't want to come across as I'm copying his content. So I'm going to put up a little link right here, and you can just click on that eye and go to his video if you would like. And if you don't, if you just want to keep continuing watching this video, I'm just going to show you quickly where the looting route and where he said to go was exactly the same as what I said. Well, not what I said, but you know, I had the same idea. It's completely open, super quick to loot, and then you can also move on to houses or on top of the big cylinder water containers. If you follow this route, you'll get kitted really quickly because it's all open. It's one of the fastest locations I've found. Probably not the best location, obviously, coming in number 3, but let's just move on to the next one. So number 2 is Campo Militar. It's absolutely crazy for military loot. The only reason this wasn't up higher is because it does attract a lot of people, and it's on the edge of the map, so you're most likely not going to be in that first circle, and you're going to have to move away from the Militar base straight straight away after the first circle. That being said, the whole entire base is absolutely huge. You could have easily 3 squads here and not even run into each other. That being said, let's move on to where I like to loot and where I think the best loot is actually located. Now the first place I like to hit up is what I call the Colonel's office. It's this office building right in the middle. It's unique, it's not like any other building within the map, and whenever I loot this building I seem to just find a lot of really nice items like level 3, Kar 98, sniper rifles. It's really good, so I go here first, then I like to move over west to set up military tents. They're really easy to just run straight through with loot spawns there, and as I finish those, I work my way around in an anti-clockwise direction, then I work my way into these big open garages, where this would be my ending of the loot route, and then I move my way out towards the circle. If I'm still inside it, then I'll move on to some more other loot locations east, and keep going until I need to move out of the circle. Now moving on to that number 1 position, it's going to be the prison. I know quite a few people know about it, and that's rightly so because that's where you actually start, but I think a lot of people underrate how good it actually is. People think because it's so south and on an island that it's going to be bridge camped and there's going to be tons of people there because this is where we started, people know about it. And I found myself when I'm in solos, maybe like 1 or 2 people would come, and in squads and duos you would nearly never see anyone come here, or if they did they would peel off, or you could just peel off early if you wanted to. But that would be its one huge disadvantage, that it's out of the way. But no one really bridge camps because there's not enough people to actually go up and over the bridge. And I found when I was looting the C block, it's so tightly condensed with loot, and it's so quick because all the cell doors are open. It's easily the best place to loot in the whole entire map, and it's for this reason I've ranked it number 1 on the whole entire map for loot. So let's just go over where I like to go. So the first place you guys should prioritize is those prison cells. Move from the west side and then you can go into the east prison cells. This is a lot of looting, but if you still have time, you can move out east into these garages and then move down south and then also into those water silos on the south side. If by some miraculous circle you have more time, you can then go up north and hit that one last garage and then head on out of the prison. There's easily enough loot here for at least 2 squads, so yeah, if you bring a whole squad here you'll be fully kitted and ready to go. And that's it guys, that's my top 5 locations for loot in the new desert map Miramar. If you found this video informational or helpful in any way, please remember to subscribe. It helps me a lot. This video took a long time to make and I put a lot of research into it, so please remember to subscribe and like the video. And as always, I am the Senate, and please subscribe. Do it. Do it.